Hello, it's the 19th of December. Going to try and visit with you for a second. Happy holidays if you celebrate. If you don't celebrate, I hope you're doing well. First thing I want to say is I'm happy to share my music with you. I do wish more of you were interested in it. I can see by the numbers that, clearly most of you are not interested in my music, but apparently interested in what I might have to say. I don't know. I just noticed the numbers. It's like only 400 something people have listened to the song, and well, so be it. I wish I could touch people with that music, not just that one. I've got a lot more. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to say anything disparaging. I just think, man, I know I'm making some good music. Why don't people want to hear it? Anyway, I started making this video and then I deleted it and said, let me start again. And now I'm at one of those points where it's like, I might just turn the camera off, but I think I'm going to keep going, okay? What I'd quickly like to share, because it's mostly about music, I could talk for a long time about what's going on socially, but I'll try to stick to music for a second. My Derek Nice sale is over. The $10 sale is over. I've got about 10 copies in yellow vinyl left at regular price. Thanks for picking it up on it. Ear Sculpture 1 and 2, the records, the CDs I made with Brett Harold Hart. I've got a handful of those left. And they're popular in Germany and Berlin for some reason. I've got some for sale still. It's good stuff. You should get one. Check out Brett Harold Hart's music as well, besides mine. So what I've been mostly doing, folks, is working on this ballet piece. And besides that, kind of looking back, I'm not real good at looking back and saying this was the best of this year, the best of that. But that's going on at the end of the year and also the end of the decade. And I cannot clearly say what I think is a best of record of the year because I can't remember, honestly. I just keep going. I stay in the moment. I do know that Carla Diratz and Pascal Vassell made an album, Précisément, that came out earlier this year. That really impressed me. Turning Jewels into Water, their album, I think is really good. There's other good music, but it's like I can't place it. I just keep going. One of my personal highs of the year, or accomplishments, I would say, of the year and of the decade, is that I have been inducted into the Nebraska Music Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which I didn't think would happen in my lifetime. I thought if it happened at all, I'd be dead. That feels like a good accomplishment. It does. I value that. Something else I want to say before I forget. Michael P. Dawson, if you happen to be looking, Michael P. Dawson, VC member and musician, sent me this wonderful gift recently. It's the original artwork for, I think it's his second album, Paleozoic. And I would show it to you, but I don't want to damage it. And I'm going to get it framed. I almost took it out earlier today, but it's like, no, I'm going to damage it. I want to acknowledge that, Michael. I appreciate this and intend to frame it and hang it back there and replace the poster of me, which has been there for several years. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Like I said, I've been mostly working. I'll be working some more today. Have a meeting with the dance troupe this afternoon. See how progress is going so far. It's exciting, but it's also a bit daunting. But a couple records I played recently. Mother Night out of the 70s. Kind of a funk soul band, but also slightly reminiscent of Santana or Ball and Jack or Pacific Gas and Electric. This band has an Omaha connection. The leader of the band, or the guy that I perceive as a leader right there, is Hoschel Wright. I think he was in the Electric Flag for a while, but he's from Omaha. Now, I don't know him personally, but he knew my dad, knows my older brother, and used to hang around. I remember him from the house. And this is actually good. Now, what struck me about the album, listening to it all the way through, was the social consciousness of the lyrics. I said, yeah, these are my bros. They're talking. It's very topical. One song here is called Julie Nixon, and it says, "Send your roaches to Julie Nixon." Very cool. And other songs expressing concern about the times and about the direction of the country. Ain't nothing new here, folks. When it comes to corrupt politics, it just keeps sliding further and further into the shitter. I played I Advanced Maths by Andy Summers and Robert Fripp the other day. Really enjoyed this and played both sides and remarked to myself, interesting how the album gets going and then you have to flip it over. So I guess that's one nice thing about CDs, is you just get to keep going. This was good. Played this yesterday. John Denny, the lead singer of the band Weirdos, is a friend of mine. Played shows with Weirdos, RAF. And this is a kind of a greatest hits of theirs. Neutron Bomb is on here. I was rather pleased how much I enjoyed it musically, besides just topically. I say that the words don't mean anything, but take it with a grain of salt. The way I listen is the way I listen. And when it comes to some music, the words are very much a big part of what I'm listening to. Played this for a friend recently, Suzanne Sundfør. I think he's from Norway. The Brothel. Distinct voice, kind of like Ice. Very, very... I like it. I like this album. Someone from the VC gave it to me. Thank you all. Thank you all. So I again want to encourage people, listen to my music. It's like haiku. They're not songs so much. They're pieces of music. It's like capturing moments. Really enjoying what I'm doing, and it's like I know it's good. So give me a listen. Give me a listen, please. The only thing I want to say about the president and that mess is that, as we can see, we have a wholly unqualified, selfish son of a bitch in the office. We need leadership, and we're not getting it from him. They may have impeached him, but he's not gone yet, And the whole corrupt mess is far from being knocked into shape. I don't see it happening in my lifetime. But I am just flabbergasted when I look and see people that I'm familiar with who are still expressing support for Trump. I just don't understand. The man is a con, self-centered. He hasn't done anything good for the country. That's manipulation of information. When people say he's done these great things, those are lies. Or it's manipulation of numbers and information. Some people have benefited by that jackass, but not the country, not the world. Okay, that's what I got to say right now. There's more in my mind. I listen to my music. How's that? I could keep talking, but the thing is, that music, as much as whatever I have to say verbally, is enriching, maybe more so. I have more than I want to share musically, and I didn't really try this year. So I'm thinking about trying harder or making a plan next year to actually release something on vinyl. I didn't make a plan this year. If I make a plan, I usually follow through with it. We'll see. We'll see. Other things. I know there's other things I wanted to share. They just keep escaping me. Oh, I wanted to share this. I put it away already. But the lead singer of the Flamin' Groovies died recently, Roy Loney. I'm not a big fan, but there's an Omaha connection to the band Flamin' Groovies. I have one single by them, but I did want to mention that because I saw there was a lot of talk about him. A lot of people were affected. I like Big Star better. And the thing I'll share about Flamin' Groovies is when they put out that album Super Snaz, I wanted to like it because of the cover. But when I heard it, I didn't like it. Still don't really care for it much, but there you go. All right, people, be well. Happy holidays. please try to wake up to this manufactured mental division that has been foisted upon us. The only thing that we're fighting about is ideas in our heads. We're all the same thing. I'm just blown away how people have lost their shit and can't see. And we're divided. It's working. And the corporate-owned media who profit from this just fan the flames. You cannot hear anything on the radio without left, right, Democrat, Republic. The language of division. I notice it constantly. It's like we're being played. We're being suckered. And not enough people can see it, so we can pull our heads out of our asses and say, "There's enough of this." We want health. We want the future back.